Hey guys, welcome back to Release the Craftin. Priscilla here with a journal share for you guys today. I know it's been a while, still kind of recovering from my illness, so I'm going to try to make this as fast as possible, but I really wanted to show you guys what I had been working on pretty much for the entire month of November. So, we're just going to jump into it. I'm going to go ahead and say all my thank yous and any place I got inspiration from will be in the description box down below. So you guys can find it there if you need to. I'll also try to link any tutorials I followed in case you were wondering. And I'm just going to jump into it. So this is my Witch in the Woods book. And it is gigantic, you guys. It's huge. I really got carried away. I had a lot of fun making this. I wanted to make a book about a witch who lives in the woods and lives, you know, like a really quiet, peaceful life where she just kind of observes nature and you know, deals with living out in the elements and stuff like that. And this would be like the book that she carries and records all of her like herbal information and all of her like observations, her wildlife sightings, things like that. So I thought that that's what I was making when that's what I was thinking when I was making this book. So the spine is 4 inches thick. That's right, 4 whole inches, and it's a hardcover. And I tried out something new for the cover, and I really like how it came out. So I will be doing a tutorial in the future to show you guys how I did this. And as you guys can see, it is like packed. There's stuff coming out of every end, and I'm just in love with how it came out. Even in the bottom, there's all sorts of stuff. And so I kept, because everything else is really like crazy and packed out and bursting from the seams, I kept the book itself really simple. So I just did a simple sari silk closure, and I added one of these Tim Holtz quote tokens that I colored. It has a quote about nature. And then those of you who have been following know that I did a file folder challenge on my channel, and this is the little file folder booklet that I made originally to launch that challenge. And so that comes with this, and instead of doing a cover piece, I just added this on the top. I was originally going to put it in the book, but as you can see, there wasn't a lot of space for it in the book, but I think it makes a really nice accent to the cover. Plus I got this really nice tapestry fabric from April, and I didn't want to cover it up because it's just really pretty, and like, you know, it feels really nice, and I just thought it would be nice to leave it kind of plain. So if you wanted to add something to the cover, you totally could. Like a nameplate or something would be really nice, but I decided to leave it plain for this. I just did a simple brown fabric for the spine. I wanted to keep it pretty simple because I wanted this to be the star. And then I added in this little like crochet doily piece for the bookends, or whatever those are called, those things. So I'll put this over here for a second, and then we'll flip through this, and I just want to make sure I'm still in frame. So if you didn't see the initial flip through, there's a full flip through where I break down everything on my channel, and I'll try to link that down below. But for this book, there's no room. Hold on. There we go. So I did a little closure with this little gold clip, and I added a little bee charm to it, and we altered this file folder, and I added a couple of tags in. Just kept them really simple because I want the book itself to speak for itself. But this flips open, and there's a belly band with a couple of tags back here. And then this flips open, and there's a little pocket down here. And if you flip it back this way, there's a little bit of journaling space here. So this whole thing opens up to journal on, and there's a little collage back here. Like I said, there's a whole flip through on my channel, which I will link up so you can see more of the in-depth stuff. And then this opens up and is a little notebook. So you actually get like 2 little journals with this book. And it's just a real quick flip through because we want to get to the main book. And that's the back. So, put that off to the side. See if I can slide this back in frame. And I might do it like this way. So I really love how this cover came out, and I'm going to do that tutorial like I said, because the way that this opens, like the spine is like, it's all really sturdy and it's together, but the spine is like just so flexible that the whole book just like splays open and lays really nice and flat. And so, you know, I'm just really happy with how that came out. It's going to be really easy to write in because it's got a little bit more movement than your typical cover does. So for the inside, I just lined the inside with paper. I did some stamping. I had some of this like wildlife print fabric. I only had a small bit left, so I used that to go on the inside. And then added in some leaf trim. And then I used kits from Jibid. And so I will link her shop down below so you guys can find them. Those are the only digi kits I used in this, were hers. So they're really gorgeous and they really helped everything come together. So I got a book page pocket here that I embossed and I inked up with some gold ink. Added a sticker, did some stamping. Added a tag with a little collage on it. And then see, like, this is her kit and it's just so pretty. There's some vintage book page here. And some coffee dyed paper. I made these little tiny tags. And that just flips open so you have a long writing spot. And then I did a little collaging and a little embossing here. Added in a little dangle charm with this little key pin. It says Flora, and that flips open. And there's a little journaling spot. And then some more space to write or add pictures to. And I did, I added a bunch of these ruffles that I got from April, so you guys definitely check out her shop. She has some great stuff, and she sent me these upon request. So I added those in, and then here is another altered bag that we made on another live stream on my Instagram. And there's just a little index card that I dyed in here. And I did some coffee dyeing, or I tea dyed these with some like tea that I had left in my fridge for a few days, and it went like totally black, and I really like how it came out. And I mean, it's a little bit darker than tea, but like not the same color as coffee dye, and I think it really went well with everything in here. So there's a coloring page. Here's just a simple fabric tag that I stamped on. On the back side is one of these envelopes from April that I made, and a little butterfly paper clip. And there is some vellum, some more coffee dyed paper, another sheet of that really gorgeous Tim Holtz vellum. And I left a lot of writing space in this one because I feel like whoever gets this is going to want to actually record stuff in it. And so I just wanted it to have like a lot of space. And I made some of these little photo slides. And just a nice little pretty tag with some book paper. Did some stamping. And I made this little pocket with the tag. And I might not be able to get back in now, but that's okay. There's a little metal accent on it, and a little mushroom. Added a little safety pin to this tab. And then I just collaged on some book page that I stamped on to add some interest to some of the blanker pages. Then I colored this ruffle trim. There's the other side of that vellum. And this little tag has a tiny paper clip to go with it. And I know I'm going through this kind of fast, but like I said, I haven't been feeling very well, so I just wanted to knock this out as quick as possible. So if you have any questions, definitely leave them in the description box, or in the comment box, I'm sorry, down below, and I'll get to those if you want to know where I got anything from. So here is a little tag I made, or a little journaling card. I have some coffee dyed index card. The other collage side of that bag, some more journaling spots. And I made 4 of these paper clips out of book page, and I thought they came out really cute. And then this is just holding a little library card duplicate book page library card thing. I don't know what to call it. There's no official term for this, I think. But it's got a really cool like caterpillar book page that I didn't want to like shred up or anything. Oh, and I just added some trim here, and then I added one of these little pockets. Got a little tiny tag in there. And then this is the first of 6 collage tags. So I made a little collage using some napkins, some fabric, did some stickers, added in some clippings, and another image I got from Pinterest. And then I added some really pretty fibers. And I'll link the shop that I got those from down below. And there's just a little button on every tag with a little leaf charm. And this one's locked down with a key paper clip. And that's the end of the first signature. And I love this little owl peeking out here. I think that's really cute. And then the start of the second one. So I kind of went for like a deep woods kind of vibe. Kept the colors like pretty neutral and green. With just a little bit of gold flecked in there and stuff like that. Tried to keep it as foresty as I could, and I really I love how this came out, you guys. This is probably one of my favorite things I've ever made. This flips out, and it's just got that little tag on it. And then this eco-dyed like printable kit is just, it's so gorgeous, you guys. I'm going to use it for everything. You're going to see it like over and over again. And then I made this little envelope with a little leaf charm to hang off the closure. And so this flips open, so you can journal on the top and the bottom. And then it's got a collage on it. And then that just closes right up. And I love it. It even hangs out of the book too, so I think that's just really cute. And then on the back is the other side of the envelope, and it's got a little scrap sheet of paper. I did some stenciling on it, and I fussy cut this out of one of the printables. And then there is a sheet of vellum, some of this great like tea-dyed paper. Another little collage bit. And then I printed one of these eco-dyed pages onto vellum, and I really like how that came out too. And then there's a little glassine bag with a tag. And this little wallpaper envelope that I added a little collage to. And then that's empty, so you can just stuff it full of whatever little goodies or things you find on your nature walks or stuff like that. And I did a little embossing on this with a quote from Nathaniel Hawthorne. And then I added a lot of these, and I probably passed one already. I added a couple of these pins that have some gemstones on them. So there's fluorite, green aventurine, green turquoise, and I think that's it. Fluorite, green aventurine, turquoise. Yeah, that's it. Sorry, I was trying to remember. So if you're into any like stones or anything like that, those are also in here. And you can look those up if you want to see what they mean or what they're used for. There's another little photo slide attached here. And then I got this like really pretty like Chinese brush calligraphy paper pack or like print pack from April, and it's really delicate, so I like reinforced it, but I thought it was just really pretty and really went with like the things in this book. And then I added a little washi tape. Oh, and I didn't say it in the first one, but every signature has a little dangle charm. So this is the one for this one. It's a little dragonfly, and the first one had a little mushroom dude down there. And then there is another one of these little flips out. This one says observations, and I embossed a flower onto it. And it's got like a little tag and a pen nib hanging off it. And then there's just some more journaling spot, and I did some stenciling back there. The other side of that vellum. And then another one of those paper clips. So that's how this came out with one of these little tags. There we go. And then there's some of this, some more of that vellum. I cut this up to like fit the book and then didn't want to throw anything away, so I added in every piece I possibly could. So there's these little offcuts, but I really like them. I think they're really cute. And then there's some of this handmade paper that's attached to the other side of that envelope that we used. So it's got like some like leaves and branches and flower petals and stuff in there, which I thought was really pretty. And then I made this little pouch pocket journal spot. I don't have an official name for it yet. Out of paper and fabric. So this just opens up, and then there's like a whole little journaling spot in here. And I just thought that was really cute. And I like kind of how it's all frayed looking. It's not finished. I think it's really a good idea for you to try to make if you don't have a sewing machine like I don't. I will tie this up later to just give it a shot. I didn't take a lot of glue or anything like that, so I mean I just really like how that came out. I have this little like tag bookmark. It's got just a little tiny collage on it. and a tab on the top, and that can just be moved around and stuck wherever, and you can journal on the inside if you want to. Have a little secret message. A little decoupage piece there. Another little pocket with a little tag. And some vintage encyclopedia page. And then here is an envelope that I made out of vellum. And I just added another piece of that handmade paper in there. And then just the last page of the second signature. And then on the inside I made this little, like, file folder holder, pocket, something. I got it from Lisa. I'll link her tutorial down below. She has an actual name for it. I just totally blanked on it though, so sorry about that. And I added a collage to the front and a little journaling spot to the back. And then it holds another one of the collage tags that I made. And this little pocket that's got a bunch of little journaling cards inside. And I just added this in so that you could add in, you know, anything else you wanted to add. If you wanted to fold up some paper, stick it in here. There was a little spot to add that in. And then the book comes with a bookmark, which actually will hang out of the page, but I didn't tuck it into any page. So that's actually attached to the spine, and you can stick that anywhere. And then start the third signature. Another vintage book page. Another paper clip, and another fabric tag. And I love the coffee dyeing on this page. When we get to the other side, you'll see it. It's really cool. And then here's another altered envelope. It's got some journaling paper in there, just some random scrap paper, and some index cards, another little tag, and this little tuck spot. And I think we did this on a live with April. So definitely check out my Instagram if you guys haven't seen it yet. There's lots of, I do lots of live shows and stuff like that, and I try to include you guys in the creative process. So here's another collage here, and a little pocket with another little envelope, wallpaper envelope, and a little collage on the back. And then, make sure I'm still in frame. And then there's a little decoupage piece again. This little bird book page about swifts. Piece of vellum. Another one of those little pockets. And I love the fibers in this. I think it's just, it really adds to like the whole foresty vibe. And then there's like this really pretty like recipe page that I thought was just nice, and I added that in there. It's got like a thing about spring on it, so I thought that was cool. And a little charm. Some dyed paper. And then this is the little charm. Whoop, everything's sliding. For the center of this signature. A little wood piece in there. A little decoupage spot. I got a little pin to this tab. And then there's a little corner tuck with a little booklet. And I stamped inside and colored. Did some stenciling. Added in a little fussy cut washi tape. And then here's the other side of that recipe page. Just real pretty. And the other pocket. Another one of those little unfoldable envelopes. And then it's the other side of that altered envelope with a little button and hemp twine and stuff like that. And then one of these little fabric journaling spots. And there's a little paper clip if you want to add anything up here, and a little collage on the back. And then this is the last little flip out. It says case study. It's got a little tag and a little tiny key, and I foiled this with green foil. And then that flips out for some more journaling. And here's what I was saying about that coffee dye job. Look at that. That's so cool. I love when stuff like that happens. And then another little butterfly paper clip on one of those little tags. And this is like fussy cut washi tape, and I added some rub-ons and some sari silk. And that's the end of the third signature. And the fourth signature got another one of those little butterfly clips with the last little fabric journaling spot. And another page about birds, this red-tailed hawk, and some vultures, a little decoupage piece. And the last little tag says the fortune teller on it. It's got this little owl hiding out behind there, which I thought was super cute. And then I added this little tag to this page. And there's a poem, a sheet of poetry from Yeats. And then this is like a piece of book page that's been Mod Podged, and I stenciled and colored it. And then added in this little poem. Did some embossing and some trim on it. And a little bit of that owl again. So there's a little fun journaling spot. And one of these tags. This little corner spot. And that's like fussy cut washi and a rub-on, and there's some sari silk and some like little strips of fabric and stuff too, in case you were wondering. And then there is some book page. I added more of that leaf trim too. Another journaling space, and this is a piece of vellum that I embossed and added to the top of this image, which I just tore up and inked up and put on this page. And then there is some woodpecker, and then this is like a huge thing. So there's a lace pocket here with this little embossed bird on top, and it's got another one of those tags. You can see it's got little file folder inserts on top. So there's a journaling spot, a collage piece, this large collage tag, this little pearl on it, and then that also opens up into this like book page with another tag. Some stamping. I added this little vellum pocket with a little index card, did some embossing on it. It's really cute. Porcupines. And then there is another tag to go on the inside there. And then this is also a tuck spot. So there's another little pocket with another tag inside. And then that's the back with another collage on it. And I fussy cut some washi, added that here with a little tab. Added a little sticker. More coffee dyed paper. More vellum. Page from the kit. And then this is a glassine bag that I embossed and inked on. And it's got a tag. And then it's also got space to tuck something in behind here too. And then in the back is this large tag, which I did some embossing on, and added this page about like carnivorous plants. And then I added this little index card in the back, just so you kind of knew that there was a pocket here. It's the other side of that poetry paper. And then the last little altered paper clip dude I made. And another one of those eco-dyed vellum envelopes. I'm not going to pull the paper out of this one. I did emboss the fronts of those. And then the coffee dyed paper, the other bookmark tab. And the last little photo slide. Little collage piece again, the other side of that bird page. And then the last page has a little paper clip on it with the very last collage tag. I said collage a lot. Sorry about that, guys. And then there is the back. No stamping, some more of that trim, and some more of that wood page. Woodland fabric. And that's the book. So that's A Witch in the Woods. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for bearing with me. And thank you guys for all your well wishes. I'm trying really hard to get better so I can get back to creating. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Have a great one. Bye.